It has been way too long since I've posted on YouTube, but a lot has been going on. We actually bought a farm property up in Santa Ynez, California, and we've been doing all kinds of remodeling and fixing things. But the main reason I want to make this video today, well, one, to tell you that I'm gonna try to get coming back and making more and more of what we're doing here on the farm property, including the Airstream I just bought yesterday, but also when we start getting some farm animals, other things that we do around the property, I want to share that with you. But today the focus is going to be on this. Check this out. It is a 1971 Airstream Overlander 27-foot trailer. I just love this thing. I just bought it yesterday for a steal of a price. It's actually not bad, but I wouldn't recommend this particular, like going this budget, low budget, for something you're actually going to travel with. But I knew that we just wanted to have it here permanently set on the property. So it's perfect for that because it is completely gutted inside. That way I can start from scratch essentially. It's not gutted. Actually, there's some that are even gutted more that would take a lot more work. This is actually at a place where I can just put a bed in there, some shelves, and it would be good to go for like a guest room essentially for the property. So let's step inside real quick and I'll show you. Coming inside, that's the back end. This is some projects I'm going to be working on later. And that's the front end. The guy that I bought it from had this nice cow skin rug, and he made this desk here that he said he would just kind of use as a little office space, which I might end up doing. But yeah, very cool. Sit here and just enjoy the views of the valley here. Let me just tell you what I want to do today and share with you guys. Well, for one, the first and most important thing, since I just parked it here yesterday, I need to put some blocks below so I can balance the thing and make sure everything's stable, because right now it's literally only sitting on this thing on the tongue there, which is not good. You want to do, if you're going to park it, well, even at a campsite, but especially for me, since I'm going to have this thing here long term, I want to get each area stabilized. And I bought some cinder blocks, and I'm going to shim some 2x4s on top and make it stable that way. That way when you're inside, it just feels stable. So that's the first project for the day. I'll give you a visual outside. It's in good condition. Got the nice Airstream logo. So it needs a polish. And let's see what we're gonna do today. Like I said, I wanna quickly put those things, it's actually quite level already. Inside I've got a level, and it's quite level. Okay. Good, so that's good for the front. So what my plan is, I'm literally just jacking it up, you know, a very small amount so I could get the thing in there, and then when I let it down, it'll be firm. The block will be firm by the time yeah. I'll go ahead and get the jack over here, and then I will take it up that, you know, not even 1/8 of an inch, so that way it'll be really solid on this thing. Perfect. And perfect. Okay, I've got that finished now with the jacks, or the blocks underneath, and it feels much more stable inside here. I'm inside right now. I'll kind of show you the quick situation. I've got 6 points that have the blocks, 2 in front. Those are obviously not in use, but one there in the middle, one same on the other side. One on the back here, same on the other side. there, and then again there. So the idea is have them at the 3 points so there's never any kind of sagging or whatever. And obviously I used the points where I lifted up to, or that I used for my blocks, were the frame, the actual frame that you would use as a kind of a jack point. Anyway, let's check out the next project, which is actually what I'm really wanting to get into. All right, let's step inside and I'll show you what I've been doing. So the plan of action is these benches that are kind of homemade. First of all, I got to really clean up, wash these covers if I want to use them. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use that setup for the cushions. But anyway, I'm going to build a bed at the end down here. So I'm going to utilize what we have here for the benches, and that's going to be part of the bed frame. And I'm going to build a little kind of box to add to this, but I'm going to have some slats right here. Right, and that's going to be my bed frame. It's going to have a queen size bed sideways, so it's going to be sitting like that. And a queen size bed is 80 inches long, and this thing is literally right at like 85 inches, so it's like a perfect size for the queen size bed going sideways. I'm going to need to build a little frame action right here. I'll be able to set the mattress right on top. I'll probably keep it empty underneath, kind of hollow, if you will, and I'll be able to have a little bit of storage. Maybe people will be able to push their suitcases underneath the bed if they're traveling with some suitcases, that kind of thing. So let's get to work. All right, it's kind of hard to explain my vision of what I'm doing for this platform, but first step is to cut 3 2x2s at 50 inches each. Okay. So now the plan is to cut end pieces, but I have to account for several things. So I have to account for my slats, which are going to be this thick at the very top. So we're also going to have to account for another 2x2, so 1.5, and it'll be like this. So we'll have one here going across. We'll have this here all the way at the top, and we have to account then for this space to come up with what I need to cut next. 14.5. Right at 14.5. All right, now I have some of the stuff cut into position here. And what I'll have are these planks at the top going across. Here's the second part of it, the second row, and then I'm going to have a third row right here. Okay, this should be our last set of legs on the sled. Okay, there we go. This there, this right there. So now I'm going to screw each of those. I'm going to add a little dab of glue just to prevent, since I'm only doing the one screw, to prevent any turning in the future. I'm going to add a little bit of glue, adding a little bit of glue. Now I'm going to do that for each of these, and then I'm going to flip it. I'm going to do the bottom in the same manner. I'm going to flip it back, and I'm going to put the slats. And I'm countersinking each of these. That way the screw head is below the surface, because it's going to be on the floor, so I don't want to scratch the floor. So countersinking. Okay. Now drop it into place, see if it fits. Shit, tight fit, tight fit. Tight fit, fools. There it goes. There it goes. Perfect fit, y'all. Perfect fit. There's 3. Okay. So there's 10 right now, and they're all 3 inches apart. So I'm going to get one more. It'll be 11, and it'll be perfect. Okay, so that's 11 planks. Now the fun part, I'm going to put 1 screw into each. I'll spare you that because that's going to take a little bit of time, but let me do that now. Here we go. Put the bed mattress on there, queen mattress. Here's what I've built underneath. Got a little bit of space back here, and that's where I'm going to probably build a little shelf. You know, you could put your phone or a little alarm clock or something there. And that's what we've got so far. So that's our first addition to this Airstream. Okay, thanks for watching, and I am really excited to show you the new progress with this new Airstream I bought. New old 1971 Airstream, and I want to show you the progress as I continue to do some little modifications. I'm trying to think about maybe a cabinet top, countertop with maybe a sink where I could put a microwave and a little mini fridge, that kind of thing. So we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.